How you guys doing today? Today, I want to talk about how I was approved for $20,000 for my business that I started, and I was approved for that $20,000 in 2 weeks after starting the business. So stay tuned. My name is Jay, and welcome to Ask a Debt Collector. Now, I've been in the debt collection industry for over 15 years. I've done it all, from skip tracing to collecting to management, and I've owned 2 debt collection agencies. For the past 8 years, I've been the go-to guy for friends and family for questions regarding debt and credit, and now I want to be that person for you. If you have any questions, put them down in the comment section. I promise I'll answer those questions. Let's go. I am so grateful for every single one of you guys who has subscribed, who has commented on videos, asked questions, and so forth. I'm grateful for you guys. Continue to share these videos, continue to like the videos, and subscribe to this YouTube channel. I am very appreciative of every one of you guys who have done that. After you hear this story of how this happened for myself, I've done it for clients already, but I like to talk about for myself because I was the blueprint to start out initially with regards to this credit journey, and it has transferred over to business. But nevertheless, stay tuned. Grab yourself a pen and a piece of paper. Take some notes for those of you who need to take notes. I know some of you guys, hey, save this video because it can help change your life. So, only thing that I want to talk about outside of this scenario, and after you hear this story, I guarantee you guys are going to be signing up. 30-minute free credit repair consultation. The information will be down below. I have extended the timing, so now it's on. I'm doing consultations on Saturdays, and I've extended the time frame within the end of the day. So sign up for that consultation. Trust and believe me, it will change your life. So let's get into it. As you guys know, those of you who have followed me, but for those of you who haven't followed me, I personally cleaned up my credit and my wife's credit. We were in the low 5s. I took us from the 5s to 750 plus. And I say 750 plus because we fluctuate between 750 and 800. I think the highest credit score I ever had was like at 815. Nevertheless, it was a lot of work, right? I've stated before, typically when cleaning up your credit, there are 2 parts to doing it. The first part is getting rid of all the negative accounts on your credit report, cleaning up your profile, and setting it up, right? And then the second step is building the credit, right? Getting yourself to build the credit. And that's something that I do through Clear and Strategic Credit Repair Services. Not only do we clean up your credit, but then we set you on a path with regards to where you can build your credit and get to the place that you want to be. But ultimately, that's what we had to do. So by building our personal credit up, getting to the 750s, that helped tremendously with regards to the $20,000 for our business. Let me let you know exactly what transpired, right? Ultimately, we cleaned up our credit. Then we built the perfect credit profile. In the perfect credit profile, there are a lot of things that are needed. You're going to need some revolving accounts. You're going to need some installment accounts. Those are the 2 main things you're going to need on there, and you're going to need a lot of them, right? So just on a personal level for myself, currently I have access to 8 personal credit cards. And out of those 8 credit cards, and one day I'm going to break down all of the information with regards to that, but I have over 6 figures of available credit. Now, the key thing here is I have over 6 figures of available credit, and I have 0 utilization. I use my credit cards like debit cards. I only spend on those cards what I have in the bank, right? And so that's very key. And so it took me probably about 2 years to clean the stuff off of my credit report and about another 3 years to build it. So if you're here and you're looking for some quick get rich scheme or something along those lines, understand it took a lot of work. Now, once I got my credit where I wanted to get it, on the business side, things start happening really fast. But understand, I had to build the foundation is what I want to call it. It's building your foundation. Once the foundation is set, then you start building your home. And then like Monopoly, eventually you want to put a hotel and you want to charge more and more and more with regards to everything that's going. That's a lot of how business credit works. It's a different world. You can get approved for double the amount that you do on the personal side. And as I grow this, I will definitely give you guys the inside scoop. So after building up my personal credit, after seeing a 780 FICO score, now the key thing is I built a relationship with American Express. Out of the 6 figures that I have in available credit, maybe 65,000 of it is American Express. And I'll come back to American Express and I'll explain to you why that was important. So I built and established a relationship with them for about 2.5 or 3 years. Nevertheless, so I started a business. So obviously I filed the LLC. Now I'm not going to give you guys advice on how to do that. You can go through LegalZoom, you can go through an attorney, or you can possibly do it on yourself. But this is not to explain to you how I did that. But I did start with an LLC. And then once the LLC got approved and everything was set up, then I filed for my EIN number, right? I got the EIN number. Then I went through Vonage and I got a telephone line. Now through that telephone line, I think it's like $30 a month. It's like a text one. It's done through my cell phone. I set that up, right? And so it's set through the business so that when I call you, if you have caller ID, it shows the name of the business with regards to the company. And lastly, I have an office, right? I have a place where I can actually receive and a place where I go to work. Now, there are other ways you can do virtual offices or whatnot, but those things are key with regards to starting out with business credit. So it took me about 2 weeks to get all of that stuff established, right? And to be honest with you, I wasn't sure what to do next. I know that I've done the net 5, net 30, net 55 accounts. I've done those in the past. The only thing I don't like about that, I mean, obviously a lot of people have to start that way in order to build credit, business credit. Only reason why I didn't like that is because you end up having to buy stuff that you just really don't need. And if financially you're just starting out with a business and you don't have enough money, then that can have a toll on you with regards to that. But I saw I actually went on my Credit Karma and I said, you know what, they're always offering me all these credit cards. I didn't really necessarily need any more credit cards because I'm over 6 figures in available credit. So I thought, you know what? What about business? So I looked at the business stuff and the first thing that came up was the American Express Business Plus card, right? And so I thought, you know what? I have a relationship with American Express. Let's apply for it. So, of course, I applied for the card and I was approved. $10,000. I couldn't believe it. I was just like, wow, okay, great. The great thing about that card is the first year it's zero interest rate, 0 APR for the first year. So it's awesome with regards to building that business credit. I get to start with this $10,000 and I can charge it up and I don't have any interest over that first year. So that is very, very great for you when starting a business. But now, let me ask you something. I know you're saying, well, you're saying $10,000. The headline and what you first stated was $20,000. Where's the other 10? So basically, once I got approved for that, I got an email for another card, which is it was a American Express Blue Cash card. And they were saying, I had good approval odds to get approved for this. I figured, what the heck? Why not do it? I applied for it, and yes, I got approved for another $10,000. And this is what I've done for clients as well, but we're just going to keep it to my story. So $20,000, same card. It's one is the Business Plus, the other one is the Blue Cash Reward card. I got approved for them. Both of these cards, it's $20,000. The first year, 0 APR. I got approved for both of those cards, right? And so I know a big question you guys have. Did you have to do a personal guarantee? Yes, I did. Now, the great thing about this with regards to American Express is as long as I'm making the payments on the business standpoint, whether the card utilization is at 80% or 20%, but I'm making those payments, I don't have to worry about it affecting my personal credit, right? Now, it will affect your personal credit if, in fact, you charge the card up and then you can't afford to pay it. Then they have the attachment to come to you. But obviously, starting out with a business, it's been 2 weeks. Chances are you don't have any income coming in, so they base it off of your personal income and your personal information and your personal relationship with them, right? I personally don't like net 30, net 5, net 55 accounts in the beginning. I would rather start off this way with American Express cards. They report on your business credit profile, as well as I don't have to buy stuff that I don't necessarily want, and I get 0% interest rate over that first year, which is awesome, right? And so that's how I was approved for the $20,000. I've done it for 3 clients. I'll be honest with you, 3 clients that I've had who built their personal profile. We got rid of the derogatory accounts. We helped them build their personal profile. And then I had them follow my blueprint with regards to the business stuff, and it all worked out. Now, there's some key things to understand. I had a personal relationship with American Express before. Like I told you, I have 3 or 4 credit cards with them with about 6,500, over almost half of the credit that I have in total with regards to everybody else, right? When I apply for these business credit cards, they go off of your relationship with them directly. So nothing affected my personal credit at all. They were all soft pulls. They just use my personal credit to figure out what they're going to approve for me on the business standpoint. Now I had $20,000 to build a business. And what's the number one issue with businesses in general is having capital. So to have that $20,000 and then to have it for a year with no interest really helped me to scale and to grow my business. But that all started from my personal credit. So it took me a while to build my personal credit, but once it gets established, everything just starts rolling for you. And so that's how it happened for me. You can do it too. I have a 30-minute consultation. We're at the beginning stages. We look at your credit profile. We look at where you're at. We look at where you want to be. I have the blueprint in order to do so. Having good personal credit will save you large amounts of money across the board with regards to everything. In my case, with regards to starting this business, $20,000 interest-free for 1 year. How many of you guys will want that? Well, you're going to have to build your personal credit profile. 30-minute consultation down below. It'll be the first thing in the description. Click up, sign up. You don't want to miss out on this opportunity. Now, if you have any questions about credit or debt, put them down in the comment section. I'll promise I'll answer those questions. And as I always say, you be great.